that wasn't an easy year, Lord. I've got scars, I've got bruises. It was a hard year, and hearing things like delight, it's really difficult for me to fathom, to even tell you what a definition of delight may be with the way that I'm feeling right now.
I can so relate to that. Like, I have had, by some standards, a very difficult year of 2025. The example I would give you for me personally is that I've been struggling with chronic pain for several years, and 2025 was particularly painful, physically speaking.
Yes.
And discouraging, because I've had many, many moments where the pain has been very intense. And what's hard is that when it keeps coming back, you start wondering, at least I start wondering, is it going to be like this forever? Is this pain never going to go away? And it's crippling, because it's preventing me from doing some things physically, and it's physically absolutely exhausting to be in pain all the time. And so, not to complain, but one of the things I've been struggling with in 2025 sometimes is hopelessness, of thinking, okay, is this going to be what my life is going to be like forever? Am I always going to be in pain, at least, until heaven? And so I understand how hopelessness, when faced with difficult circumstances, how I think hopelessness is a killer of delight. But I also believe that delight can slay hopelessness. And so in that way, hopelessness for me is rooted in my current circumstances. It's rooted in like me having my eyes a little too close to what's going on, and forgetting how God sees things, forgetting the big picture, forgetting the story, the greater story of delight that God is writing throughout my life, and that he's inviting me into. And he's doing the same for anyone watching or listening. You are, if you are in Christ, invited into the story of awakening and sustaining delight in God. Even if, and I would say, especially if 2025 has been very difficult, because could it be that God is inviting you in 2026 to replace despair and hopelessness and hardship with delight? Now, delight doesn't mean hardships go away. No. And actually, in the book, I talk a lot about, Paul's thorn in the flesh, and how actually delight can be rooted in difficulty, but how delight will restore hope, because we can't function without hope. And 2026 can be a year of hope.
Yes.